Does your Triumph Spitfire have floppy windows, or do they sit too far away from the seal? Well, that's what we're going to be addressing today. Well, since we found out now we're going to need gaskets for the carburetors, and I know that I'm not going to have enough for 3, that means I'm going to have to order gaskets, and before I try to order anything, I want to find out if we need any other parts for the car. So we're going to start checking off some of the other stuff on the list, make sure that there's nothing else we need to order. And for right now, I'm going to start with this door because that moves around enough that we might have some issue inside with some part that needs replaced. So I figured I'd dig in here first. Now, if you've been hanging around, anybody who's been hanging around British cars for any length of time will recognize a lot of the hardware. This is all just basic BMC stuff, you know, same latches and striker plates as basically MGBs, Spridgets, and probably other cars too. Just can't think of them off the top of my head. And like these are the same ones used on 68, 71Bs and midgets and sprites. And all this hardware is basically, you know, other than some detail differences, you know, just all standard stuff. So we're going to have to start taking all this stuff off and see what's going on inside the door. So this comes off simply with 2 screws, and we need to get this thing out of the way first. And this is 3 pieces. And the reason we need to get that out of the way first is to be able to get this off. Now this, standard BMC stuff from the day, there's a big spring behind here that pushes the escutcheon out. You got to push that in, and you'll see there's a hole here where there's one going this way and this way. And there's a pin in there. You got to see which way the pin is, and then you got to drive that pin out. Same thing up here. I'm not going to show you doing that one since I already showed you this one. So just for clarification, in case you couldn't see well enough with the camera angle I had, the handles are drilled both ways, but the shaft is only drilled the one way. But this is not a press fit in either the shaft or the handle. That spring that's in behind this pushes out on everything, keeps that snug, and with the escutcheon on there, it's trapped, and with this pushing against the escutcheon, that's what gives it the tension against there so nothing can come apart. So really, it should be really easy to drop that pin out of there, and you shouldn't have to tap on it very hard, except with that spring back there, it can be hard to get it past the escutcheon unless you have a third hand to really hold that against there while you're tapping it out of there. Now, sometimes when you take this off of here, you'll actually, or push it back, you'll find that there's a screw in there. So, you know, people have been known to do that. And sometimes the screw is just kind of laying in there, and sometimes they've actually threaded it and it's actually holding it on. And that's usually what happens when all this stuff is missing. So once you get these off, there's clips that hold this on, and there's various tools out there to pop them. This is just a couple of variations. You need to get in behind here and figure out where they are. Get right on one and pop it. And work your way around the door until you get all of them. if you get right beside one or a little bit too far away from one and you try to pop it, you could pull that clip right out of the back side of the door panel. So it's a good idea to take your time if you're not that familiar with it and haven't done it before. Because depending on just how old these are, these things can actually rip out of here fairly easily on like original door panels. These are obviously aftermarket. This is harder material. It doesn't rip nearly as easy. So you don't have to be quite as careful with this material, but always be careful because you don't know until you've taken it off unless you've had it off before. All right, now that we got the door tore apart, you can see how much movement we got in the door and the window back and forth. And that's really going to be just adjusting these brackets here. But the other issue is this movement here. Let me see if I can get an angle so you can see it. Well, I could not get a good angle on it without holding the camera here, so you might have a little wobbly camera. Now this here, see how that flops back and forth? Well, there's this nylon spacer here that goes in there that's supposed to take up that space. But the problem with this here is, this is actually assembled with these on the outside, which is how the exploded view drawings normally have them shown, but they're not supposed to go on the outside. They're supposed to go on the inside here. That way, the top of the window goes in and actually gets against the seal. So, we need to take that apart and flop them around. Plus, there might be just enough wear in those. This, I think, at least in the rear one here, I think it's still got just enough wear in that that's causing this to move back and forth. Just enough is causing our flopping when it's up, so we're probably going to have to just order new ones to replace them. So I moved the spacer blocks to the insides where they're supposed to be, and the guide blocks that those actually attach to have a little bit of wear in them, but the spacer blocks look all brand new, so replacing those won't do a thing for them. But they still have some movement in it, and really can't do much about that because those guide blocks are unavailable. So it's all wear within those. But we got ourselves a heck of a lot better fit than we had before. This side I'm actually quite happy with. This side, on the other hand, I'm not quite happy with yet, because we're not fitting very good right in through here, and it's still not going tight against the top. But I think that's because the hardtop wants to slide further forward on this side than the other side. And I've tried loosening it up, pulling it back, tightening it back down, and it still wants to slide forward and sit right where it's at. While the door is further back in the car on this side than on that side. There's tighter gap here. But there is no more adjustment left in these hinges. It won't go further forward at all. I've already loosened them, tried to take it as far forward as I could, and that's all there is. And because of that little bit of movement that's within the glass, yet from the wear and the guide blocks, as soon as you shut the door, the seal is pushing it out, making it off up here. If we could get the top back a little bit and the door forward a little bit, that would help out a lot and make this look a lot better up here. So after thinking about that for a few minutes, I realized that we could probably actually make some adjustments here. This is the block, the spacer block that goes in here, and it slides in right here, but we still got all that space here due to wear on the back side of this piece here. what I can do is come in here with some feeler gauges and see how big of a space I have there. Then I can take some, take some shim stock and cut a piece of shim stock, put on the back of this thing here, and put in there, take up some of that and get rid of some of that wiggling within the window. So now when it comes to adjusting the glass within the door, you can do some adjustment. When you get to the top here, if it's still sitting a little too, like maybe too low on this corner here, and like the gap's got a bit of a wedge shape to it, you can loosen these bolts here and you can get that to shift just a little bit and gain some ground here. Now in this case, I've got this moved as far as it's going to go. We're not going to get the glass any higher or tilt it any more. It's as far as I can get it to adjust. Now we may end up adjusting the windshield in this car to see if we can get everything sitting a little bit nicer and get the hardtop sitting a little nicer so it sits in a better position. But that's not going to be part of this video. If we end up doing that, I'll have to update you in a future video.